Hey, you guys, it's Christina again. And I want to know do you sometimes feel like it's not just one thing that goes wrong, but like everything goes wrong? Like everything goes wrong all in a boom, 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 boom. And I know I've heard of I've heard the thing that like if one thing breaks, three things will break, or the story of three like that. And the last 24 hours has just been I guess I just have to laugh because it's just like everything keeps going wrong. I am not kidding. So I'm just like, it's crazy. And of course, I know, when you're getting ready, I'm leaving Monday for 5 days, and how busy everything gets busy before you leave, etc. So I just thought I'd get on here and like see if there's anybody else that feels the same way, and just kind of feels like sometimes things go wrong. And I'm actually curious what you do, like when things are doing that, or when you feel like things are like that. What do you do? Do you have like some tried and true, I don't know, tricks or hacks or things that you do, or things that you say to yourself or whatever? I would love it if you would share that with me, to help me. So I'm kind of out here seeking help. So this is what happened. So we've known for a while. I have an iPhone 6, and I've had it for 40 months. So 3 years ago, last September, I got the phone. And then of course, when the new operating system came out, and this is not a Mac or Apple versus Droid. That's not what this is at all. So all you Droid folks, this is not, Rebecca eats ice cream. Awesome, Rebecca. So I just, it's not even huge. It's like hashtag first world problems, but our phone slowed down. And then of course, Apple has a fix where you can get for $29, you can get a new battery fix. And so that's what we planned on doing. We're like, oh good, we don't have to buy phones. And because we have a really old Verizon plan. So our phones are all on unlimited, is it untethered or so in other words, we have unlimited data, but we're never slowed down. So like we literally have unlimited data. And as long as we physically buy our phones separately, we don't ever have to change and we never go back under a contract or change anything. So we get to keep our plan. So we're in that old thing that like we're in Verizon plans that people are selling. Like people sell these plans to other people. So we're never getting rid of them. And it's really great for when we travel, etc. Anyway, so we're like, oh, okay, good. I would really like to keep our phones going. So I have an iPhone 6 and Chuck has a 6S. He got his in 3 years ago this February, or next month. Anyway, sorry. So we knew they were slowing down. I'm leaving for 5 days next week, but I use my phone. I use it for my airline ticket. I use it for Uber. I use it for live streaming with you guys. So work. I use it for email. I use it for everything. And so last night, all of a sudden there was this black line across my screen. I was like, what? And I was like, huh, okay. Then I woke up in the morning and there was a black line and a fade. And there was funny, and like, it's been in and out. And I'm like, my screen is going crap. Oh my goodness. So I'm like, okay, I don't have time to go get this repaired. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I need to buy a phone. So I was like, I got on my iPhone to get into the App Store, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna buy the iPhone X. Like I talked to Chuck and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it because if I buy the 7 or the 8, I'm just gonna have to get this again. I need it for business, blah, blah, blah. So we decided, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I did it this morning. And I'm the primary name on our Verizon account. So I did it to pick up because I have to leave at my flight's at 7 Monday morning. So I arranged to get the car, like every car in our house was going different directions today. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I will take people all our different directions so I can take this car so I can go over to Spokane, which is the Apple store is like 50 minutes away. So I'm like, okay. So I buy the phone online. I am the primary name on our Verizon account and our Apple account. It's my name. I make all these arrangements. I drive over there. It was a wonderful day. Roads were clear. That was cool. So that didn't go wrong. I drive over there. I get there. They were really nice and it all worked out. So I'm just going to let you guys know it all worked out. But they're like, oh, is Charles here? I'm like, well, no, why would he be here? Apparently I used his debit card instead of mine. So it has his name on it. So that's the name they had. And that's who was supposed to pick up the phone, even though the email that I got from them said that I was picking up the phone because I was the primary. Anyway, so then there's that. Oh, wait, before that, I actually went out of my normal routine and parked in a different parking garage and couldn't get anywhere, like literally, because I happened to park in a parking garage that I couldn't get down to the downstairs. It was for like the banks and stuff and everything was closed. So I like had to park somewhere else. I'm like, why did I do this? So like all of these little things are going on, right? And I'm just like, yep, it's morning. I can tell it's a morning. So I get to the Apple store and do that. So then I have it all set up, right, to come back home. I don't use iCloud because I just don't. I know I should, but I don't. So I already have my computer or my phone backed up. I come home, right, to restore, add all my stuff to my new phone. Okay. The problem is there's a password set on my encrypted backup. We have no idea what the password is. Like, it is never easy, is it, you guys? I mean, I figured it out. I figured out a solution around, but I just was like, okay, so it is now 1:55 p.m. And I literally, since last night, have been dealing with this phone. I need the phone. Yeah, cool. Like my son was like, are you excited that you got a phone? I'm like, well, okay, maybe. I mean, I will be excited, but right now I'm just like, doggone it. I had to buy it. I didn't want to buy it. I had all this parking stuff. Anyway, so it's just been like this big, huge comedy of what's going wrong. So that's what the last 24 hours has been like. I still have two different, I have the old phone connected right now because I have to upgrade the operating system and then I have to do another backup on the old phone. And then I have the new phone, which I can't actually sync the data to the new phone until the old phone's updated. But before I can sync the data to the new phone, I got to update the new phone because there's a new operating system on now. So it's like, blah. So I was just curious, like, does it ever feel like sometimes everything goes wrong? Like I am waiting. This was all phone related and parking related and everything. I'm waiting for like, I don't know. I'm waiting for something. I'm waiting for something to go wrong. So Rebecca eats ice cream. Totally. We don't have any ice cream in the house. That's surprising. Carrie says all of 17 went wrong and 2018 hasn't started right. I tried to journal, sit outside alone, or listen to music. Yeah, I know all these are minor like things, and I know that it's like I'm really everything's minor, and it's not like my day's not ruined, my life's not ruined. It's nothing like that. It's just kind of, it's almost like a comedy of errors, like boom, 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 boom. Things going wrong, things going wrong, things going wrong. And just like, I swear, sometimes you just want to like go back to bed and wake up the next day. It's just like that. So I was just curious if I'm like, what you guys do. Am I alone in this? I don't think I'm alone in this, but am I alone in this? Am I just, sometimes I'm like, oh, you're just being spoiled, Christina, or you're acting spoiled, or I'm just like, it is my life. And yeah, anyway, the pitter patter of little defeats. Yeah. And the key, I think, really is not letting them affect you. And like Carrie was right on, you just have to go journal it through, journal your thoughts through. That's a great idea. I mean, this is nothing like what happened in the last 24 hours for me is absolutely nothing that needs to be journaled about. It's not serious or anything, but when you have bigger things that just keep happening and happening, gosh, that's a great idea to journal it through, journal your thoughts, because a lot of times if we can just get our thoughts out, even if it's on paper to ourselves, that's huge because we see clarity in that. It helps us gain clarity in that. I was listening to music. Carrie, it was funny. It was on the way home. I connect my iTunes or my Pandora to my Uconnect in my car. Actually, my car is possessed and just takes over my phone. And like, it doesn't matter what I'm listening to, or it just takes it all over, unless I have my Bluetooth turned off. But my old phone, it was working on, and then my new phone was like buzzing. Then my old phone kept buzzing and buzzing, and I'm like, I have no idea what was going on. They were all just like chit-chatting back and forth and having a little heyday. And in Washington State, like I can't even touch the phone. Like I can't even physically move it out of the way, nothing. And I was in Washington State and I drove over to Idaho. Now I don't text and drive. I do not read and drive, like read my phone, and I don't talk on my phone and drive, which is why that whole Uconnect thing kind of is annoying, because I don't like to talk on the phone and drive. But anyway, so yeah, that was all going on, and I was like, it was driving me nuts. I had to wait 45 minutes till I could stop to figure out what the heck was going on with everything. And then I wanted to like actually, what I really wanted to do was get on here and talk to you guys about tech, and not like when to get like I don't know, not tech stuff like show you how to do things, but like literally when do you adopt new tech, when you do different things like that. But I couldn't do a live stream because I had half of my services on one phone, half on the other phone. It was just insane. And then I paid for parking and realized I couldn't sit there and do a 15-minute live stream, because once you pay for parking, you have 5 minutes to get out of the garage. So I was like, yeah, it was just one of those days. It was just kind of funny. So I was just curious, how have you handled it, etc. I have been I just in an amazing good mood today. The last couple days, I've been a little, our whole family's been kind of not in the doldrums, just off, like just a little off. And I don't know if it's because we're just kind of tired of winter. I don't know. I don't know. We've been like more tempted to drink more wine. I know a bad transaction can cause that, in real estate, but we've just been more, it's been interesting. But today so I've been trying to push through that whole take action regardless of feelings things, and I've been doing pretty well. And this morning I finally, even despite all of this phone stuff going on, and I'm very thankful of this, I woke up like really feeling renewed and energized again. So I'm really thankful that I felt like that way starting out, starting out the day like that. I hope that I see your guys' comments. I see a couple of your comments, but I don't see everybody's. And so it's kind of doing this on the phone, because I can't actually live stream from my phone right now, because they're both, this one's supposed to be like, well, you can't even see it, but this is my old one. It's supposed to be updating and backing up, and I think it's all backed up. I'm not positive. It's backed up. Then my new one, I have to actually update and back up, which I'm going to put it on now. So it's just like crazy, all the things you have to do. But I really am excited. I was thinking about that. I'm like thinking about how much I paid for that phone, and also thinking that it's not just a phone. Like it is everything. It is my, like I said, it is my plane ticket. It is I use Apple Pay. So I pay with my phone. It is my texting and messaging and phone also. It is my way to work. It is my, so I can check emails. I can do live streams. It's my Uber. It's a lot of things. It's how I buy groceries for our house. Isn't that crazy? I buy things like that on the phone, and it's all delivered to us. So it's kind of amazing how all that just kind of happens. Let me make sure I have the right phone on here. Hi, Dave. How are you? Hi, Donna. We're just kind of, figuring things out. I am trying to, now Find My iPhone has to be turned off. Yeah, I'm trying to update all the stuff. So anyway, comedy of errors, Murphy's Law, etc. Just curious how you guys handle it, what you do. If you're watching this in replay, if you're with me live, let me know. Is it ice cream? Is it go curl up in a corner and suck your thumb? I mean, there's been days where I felt like that. Go back to bed. Journal. Carrie had a great option. Journal. Sit outside alone. Now it's too cold, too wet, too icky to sit outside right now in our area. But I totally get that. I love nature. It just feels, I don't know, you feel peaceful and at one. And it's kind of great. Hi, you guys. So that's all. I'm just on here because I just was like hoping that there were other people who felt the same way I do when things go wrong. And especially, the timing of all of this. It's like right before I leave, like I had to physically go over and get the phone rather than have it shipped to me. And it's just great that I had that option. So it's not it's not, I'm not whining about it. Myra says, I love new tech, but I will have to put off upgrading my phone until I just have to. That's exactly where I was, Myra. And while I was there at Apple, they're like, oh, we can fix that for you, but you need to make an appointment. I said, yeah, that's my problem. I actually need the phone on Monday. Like if I could make an appointment to come over next week, great, but I'm leaving. And it's like, I was thinking about that going, how am I going to travel without my phone? Because it used to be you could just, print your ticket or whatever, but my boarding passes are on my app on my phone. That could be worked around. Uber, I can't do Uber without an app. Yeah, so there's Uber. I'm trying to think of what else. Apple Pay. I don't like to carry cards with me when I'm traveling. For the most part, I use Apple Pay and I have one backup. There's a few other things. I'm like, yeah, I could have gotten away with it, but then it made me realize just how tethered we are to these little creatures. Just like how much of our lives and how much we've like adapted to really using them. I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures like where they have like, I don't know, 1980 or 1990, and it shows everything on the desk. And then it shows 2017 and one device does it all. Like literally it's our computer, it's our camera, it's our phone, it's our fax machines, because you can literally fax from your phone. And it's our scanners. It is our, I'm trying to think of what else. It's our journals. It's our pens and pencils because we don't need them. It's our books. We don't need books. It's our calendars. It's like everything. So it's just amazing. Yeah, I was totally not going to upgrade, but now what we're going to do with this, we're going to take this back in, this older phone back in, and we are going to get it fixed because they basically told me they would fix it for free. But they just flat out told me, yeah, oh, we'll fix that for free. And then the battery upgrade is $29. So the phone will be basically brand new, and we're going to put it on my son's line. He doesn't know that yet. We're going to put it on my son's line. He has a dumb phone. So he'll have an iPhone not that he gets to keep. He'll be 15 next week, and he doesn't get to, I know everybody has different ages that they give people, but for us, we're tired of waiting an hour for him to text 3 words because that's how long it takes to find the letters for him. So that will help us. Yeah, Carl said it's a love-hate relationship with text. Totally. I love all of the things that I can do with it. I do love it. And it is funny, the different things that come along that hold us up. That stop us. Because I was thinking about it this morning. I was like, well, let's see, how complicated would the trip be that I'm doing without it? Like what do I have that can replace it? I would have to take more journals, more paper, more printed out stuff. I do have my MacBook for work because I have to do some work while it's a work trip. But yeah, it was just kind of funny. I was like, well, transportation, that's like my source for everything on there. So you guys, thank you so much. I'm going to be popping on pretty much. I'm challenging myself to come on with you guys every single day for the next 90 days. And it's going to be, some of it's going to be like total focused stuff that we're going to learn and talk about. And everything, some of it's going to be like random things like today. Like I actually had a plan to come on with you guys today, but then that plan got waylaid. Like I said, sometimes when things go wrong, everything goes wrong. So I just went with it. So we're totally doing a random topic today. Just curious if everyone else had dealt with it. But anyway, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see you guys again tomorrow because I'm literally going to be on. I'm going to come on at least once a day for the next 90 days. And while I'm gone next week, I'm hoping, I'm stimulated. My brain is stimulated a lot and thoughts are stimulated a lot when I'm on these trips, these mastermind trips, especially like in ways to help you and to serve you and to get to know you. So I'm kind of excited. I don't even know what they're going to be, but I'm kind of excited with some of the ideas that I'm going to come up with. Don't know what they are, but I'm excited about them so that I can live stream with you guys and get to know you and get to know things that you deal with. And so one of the things that I wanted to know, I'm going to be packing tomorrow. And I actually had somebody email me because in October I did like a 10-day trip and I only had 2 carry-ons. I had my main carry-on and then I had my small backpack. And they were asking me like, what did you pack? How did you do a business trip for 10 days and only have carry-ons? And so I'm actually going to hop on with you guys live tomorrow and share some of what I like, some of my packing stuff, the suitcase I use, how I pack and how I fit everything and how I make it work. So if you're interested, please say yes down below, just yes packing or yes travel tips or things like that. If you're interested in that, that would be great. It's totally it's not lead generation, but you know, as real estate agents, we do a lot of traveling for conferences. And a lot of times we want to do more traveling, but we don't want to put our luggage under the belly of the plane because it means more stress. And sometimes we miss luggage. And you know, just it's all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that video, or it's not a video, I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow, like tips on how you can pack, so that you can get everything in and that you can never have to put anything under the plane, in and out of the plane, super easy. I have a pretty small carry-on. I think it's a 20-inch carry-on versus a 21 or 22, fits in every single plane. Above every single plane. The only one it does not fit in is one side of a DC-10. I think it's the one. So you have to sit on the other side. But everything, and then my other one fits underneath. Anyway, so random stuff, just random stuff. Somebody asked me about it. They emailed me and I thought, you know what? I'll do a live stream on that. So you guys are awesome. If I have missed your comments, it's because I'm using a Facebook Live for desktop. And unfortunately, it doesn't show me everything. And I don't have anything else set up today. This is kind of a raw Facebook live stream. And like I said, my phones are trying to update, and eventually I will have one phone, and eventually I will be able to fight a Facebook live stream from that phone with you guys. Hopefully later today. I mean, I'm not going to live stream today. I'm going to live stream tomorrow. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. And I hope that whatever you have to get you through those times when everything goes wrong, I hope that it works well for you. I love some of your ideas. I love the ice cream one, although I'm probably not going to do that because we don't have any ice cream, but I like that one. I think like I would like that one a lot. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. See you tomorrow.